Yes, yes. Tuesday morning. 2016 InfinitI QX80. Check intermittent, no start. So when I went to go get this truck, it took 4 attempts to get it to start. The first 3 was click, click, click. So that indicates that the starter has a bad spot. We're gonna have to end up replacing the starter on this one here. We're gonna do a vehicle inspection and see what's going on with it. I also did hear a rattling sound. Listen. Doesn't want to start right now, so verify that. So we have power to the starter on remote. Now I drove it in here, so I do know that the starter does work, but I do know that it does have an intermittent bad spot. All right. Safety. Make sure the vehicle is sitting on its lot. Big trucks, pickup trucks. If it named truck over your head, make sure it's unlocked. This starter is located under the intake manifold. Okay. Also front brakes and rotors and rear brakes also. I am convinced that the sliders are stuck up. Hello. We are going to start on our QX80, 50, something. We're going to start with the air filter housing. It has a breather hose from the valve cover to the air filter housing. Yeah. So it's a Nissan. These things are pretty good. It's a big truck, so I am standing on a step ladder. You want to remove it and just push it down so that it's not crossing over the valve cover. Let's just wrap it here. Good. And you also have a PCV breather hose, one on each side. What you want to do is, now as I'm touching it, I could feel that it's brittle. So removing this thing may be a little tricky. What you want to do is spray some of this stuff right into where it meets. Let's see if it can get down in there. Use a little pick. Try to see if you could get the rubber to, there you go. Up to the side there. Let's see what we could do with this side. Yeah, that was a nice one. Normally they break and you have to replace them. On the valve cover side, just there. Now that side there is clear. Now we we also have us a heater line that is right here. It's a 10 millimeter quarter wrench. It uses two, one on the side of the intake. Oh, wrong way. And one on the top. Ooh. That one got away from me. It fell down. Okay. So here's our line. Okay. It's on like a harness, so it's kind of wiggly. Not a harness, but clip down. So what we want to do is either bungee cord it or tie strap it here to say that it stays up like this. But for now, I'm just gonna put this bolt back in here. And oh, I see it. I see it. I hate when bolts drop. Gotcha. Alright. So one there and one on the side here. Relatively will be 8 times. This box has a particular name to it. Yeah. It stores air for idle. You know, when the vehicle is at the stoplight with me. So now you have this disconnected. You can just remove it from, because you don't want to dismantle all sorts of stuff, you know? But then you can't remember where it goes and stuff of that nature. So you just, you know, this is good for me right here. Now, the throttle body on Nissans have a tendency of, when you unplug them, you have to do a relearn. Just use something, or just, there you go. There we go. So, alright. Yeah, throttle body needs cleaning. I like to, when you see the electronic throttle bodies, you see guys turn the key on and open up and clean it out and stuff like that. All you have to do is just to clean this perimeter right here. Spray some stuff in there, clean it. It does help to make the vehicle run smoother. I won't disagree with that. But how we clean it sometimes damages the motor inside. So you have to be careful. Nissan, Toyotas, especially Toyotas, because if you disconnect it, you definitely have to drive it again. All right. So disconnect this plug. It's attached to the intake. Our mission here is to remove all unnecessary stuff that is attached to the intake on the sides, so that this way we have a smooth transition in coming up. We don't have to worry about it. All right. So you have also the opposite end of the coolant line for the heater core back here. You have a 10 right there, and there seems to be nothing around the back there. So, and the fuel pump is here. It has this little piece. We need to get to a bolt back down there, so we're going to end up removing this piece and that piece there to get it. It has one 10 millimeter bolt that is bolted to the valve cover up bracket that's covering the fuel pump. Okay. I don't see anything there. flip this back way. You want to clean, the debris from next to the intake. You don't want anything flying into places. How in God's name does this get in the motor compartment? Spray some PB blaster on. There you go. Socket. And I like to break them loose by hand. If you notice, I'm going in a cross pattern because even though it's plastic, pressure. What I mean by pressure, if you loosen one end too fast, take the bolts out. Let's say you take the bolts out from the front here, yes? And you're just working on this side. So this side slightly comes up and this side is still down. When it's time to release these bolts here, they're going to be stiffer because of the fact that now it's cockeyed like this. That's how bolts break. Look at this here, see them back there? Yeah, that one. On this side, it's open. But on that side, passenger side, it's not. So, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm working up a sweat. Time to turn on the AC. Yeah. I'm gonna have to add some more water to it. So what we want to do is we want to get a 10mm swivel, short, and a proper extension. Yep. Okay, so this plastic is in my way. The space is tight, but you just want to break loose. All the bolts are in. I would trust the frame. Use a swivel around. When I say it really does help, it really does help. But a good tug to release the gasket. Yeah. This way you don't disturb the gasket. Alright. Let me give you a bird's eye view. We are grabbing this guy right here. Clean up all of this and put them back together. Try to use something to cover the intake ports. So we have one little, thank you, 13. That's right there. this is your remote wire here, and it goes somewhere right here. This is him right here. You can, let's see, all right. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that up here, sensational. Now, so you have a 12mm bolt right here that's holding on to wrench. Perfect. There you go. Yeah. Oh. Wires everywhere. There you go. It's nice and smooth and tight. Yeah. Okay. You have 2 bolts. We have one here, and the other one is right there. They both face, well, they're facing me. Okay, I'm using a 14 flex head. Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, man. That was my porridge. Okay. Yes. We go. Oh, there you go. And the starter is out.